In a quaint little town nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a sweet Labrador named Bailey. Bailey had always been full of energy and joy, wagging his tail and bounding through fields with a carefree spirit. He was adored by all who knew him for his friendly nature and warm brown eyes that could melt even the toughest of hearts. One fateful day, Bailey's beloved owner, an elderly woman named Mrs. Jenkins, fell ill and had to be hospitalized. Bailey sat faithfully by her empty chair, waiting for her return, unaware of the severity of the situation. Days turned into weeks, and Mrs. Jenkins didn't come back. Bailey grew anxious and confused, longing for his owner's comforting presence. As time passed, Bailey's once shiny coat dulled, and his playful demeanor faded. He spent his days gazing out the window, hoping to catch a glimpse of Mrs. Jenkins returning home. The neighbors tried to comfort him with treats and belly rubs, but nothing could fill the void left by his absent owner. One dreary afternoon, a young couple who had often seen Bailey sitting forlornly by the window decided to take him in. They showered him with love and attention, but Bailey remained aloof, his heart still aching for Mrs. Jenkins. It wasn't until one day, while taking a walk in the park, that Bailey saw a familiar face in the distance. It was Mrs. Jenkins, looking frail but smiling warmly at him. With renewed energy, Bailey bounded towards her, his tail wagging furiously. Mrs. Jenkins's eyes filled with tears as she knelt down to embrace her loyal companion. Bailey nuzzled her cheek, his heart bursting with joy at her return. From that day on, Bailey and Mrs. Jenkins were inseparable. They spent their days exploring the world together, cherishing each moment as if it were their last. And as Bailey lay by Mrs. Jenkins's feet each night, he knew that no matter what challenges they faced, they would always have each other's love to light the way.